We now return to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. First thing I'm going to do is turn on my drones. I'm going to start using some spells too, not from you, but from you. A couple more action points wouldn't hurt. And unfortunately that is everything from you. Okay. Time to murder the good doctor. And I want to save some spaces for my Shadowrunners. Okay, Dr. Holmes, you're a persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. How much longer are you gonna hide, Doc? Hide? Nothing of the sort. I'm simply an observation, and what I have next in store should prove most illuminating. Betezel, subdue them! I don't know what a betezel is. That's a lie, I actually do. But, that's him. We also have a surgeon and a hired mage, which right now I'm seeing is more of a threat, and I don't need to use that. I can't use a grenade. But, in actuality, this monstrosity over here really does do a lot of damage. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to hope. No, that's even worse. Okay. Damn it! Well, let's get that thing out there. And that thing is friggin' fast. Oh, that reminds me. This place is, Oh, damn it, why'd I use that one? I had meant to be using the burst fire stuff. Yeah, let's draw its attention. That's what I was looking at. There's a spirit in here, and I can't get to it right now. Don't really want her to be nearby, though. I could summon my own, but they're not very good, to be honest. These Force 2 nature elementals? No, not so good. So, in the meantime, I'll have her do some damage. Come in here. Let's try the SMG's burst fire thingy. See how many we can kill. Wow, that's really destructive. Still only does 65. I cannot believe that. 65%, and I'm like right here in its goddamn face. It makes no sense whatsoever. Damn. It's beating the shit out of that drone. Now the doctor. Wow, what does... That takes it all the way down to 62. Did a lot more damage that way, though. Okay. I still won't be able to get out here, so I'm gonna have to come in around the back way. Let's try sneaking that way. Maybe in the next turn, I can get to it. Okay, that thing's done. Now to get closer to the good doctor. That's a long shot. Literally. 46% on all of that. Okay. Now let's just reload then. And instead, I will move this forward and have the drones sort of do what they can. gonna need a reload, isn't it? Okay. You know, at this point I don't really need to summon this thing. What is in here? I don't think anything I can get to. Yeah, total waste. Oh well. Before we go in there, let's go snoop around. It's just for looks over here. Okay. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast. Something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to this mortal coil for a few moments more. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake them. She was playing both of us. Action point. Hooray! Then with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. Holmes's workbench falls somewhere between corner slab and medieval torture device. Blah blah blah. Investigate the workspace. Bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. Skim the journal. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery with the grave's occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Open the pocket secretary. Holmes is still logged in. Prominent among the loaded files is a donor program. Your eye catches Sam Watts' name besides the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared it in the same fate. There's also a large sum of new yen which can be easily transferred to your account. Examine the rolled sheet of paper. Unfurling the paper, you discover a diagram of a human female form, rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes's very own monster. Lovely. Wait. I can still look at this thing. That means I'm not done with it. Or it does. Fine, make a liar out of me. A male bunraku. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? I'm not in the mood for games. Oh, don't mind him. Am I more to your liking? Let me take care of you, by her name. She's assembled in a standard config, face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You'd need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Puppet stares blankly at you. This is what I need. Personifix chip wiper. Use the chip eraser on the bunraku, yes. His eyes focus and his hand raises slowly to touch his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corner of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down to his own body, which is no longer his. Sweet Jesus, what did he do? What am I? He begins weeping. I'm not sure that was necessarily the best thing to do. And we're just apparently going to leave the female to her fate. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she... God, that ringing is really fucking annoying. Looking back, you see that she is half-turned, looking pensively toward the horror show of Holmes's lab. Finally feeling your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow that cast upon the city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together, but now here our paths must divide. I could sure use your help with what's coming, and I'm sure I could use your help with what I must do next. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above. The young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There's still more work to be done for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest. But there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you, a different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. Suppose I can respect that. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice, and justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserved. Death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. Okay. And what about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, there will be no other thoughts other than of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims, but so too will I. That they will not be a problem. Good luck. Thank you. We're out of here. Loose ends. The ride back to the Seamstresses' Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring, no doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper. The man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks until the Seamstresses' Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. We're only about halfway done with the game. The Union is quiet this afternoon. Blah blah blah. Talk to Johnny. We were just talking about you, Gaz, and the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going. I've been waiting for you to return. Thought you knew better than that, Johnny. You're right, I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have known better. It's just that we have a personal stake in the Ripper murders. We each have our reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I'm sorry, but it's true. It does not help that Sam's body was found down the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omai, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? Not exactly. I got the bastard who wielded the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings is still out there. Someone's pulling the strings of a serial killer? It sounds more complicated than I suspected. It is. The head of the asylum was killing specific people to harvest specific body parts. All of the transplanted organs came from the same donor, Melinda Watts, Sam's mother. It looked like he was putting her back together. The three are silent as the news sinks in. So Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother, and then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? Grisly, isn't it? I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I am told that there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? Hang on, I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It is clear that you must go to the funeral and talk to Jessica. That's where I was heading. Of course. Thank you for allowing us to catch up. Before you go, there is one thing you did not tell us. Where is the Emerald City Ripper now? Decomposing. Hi, that is good. Wakarimashita probably would have been, or wakaru, or any form of the word, really, probably would have been more appropriate than hi, but, or naruhodo, it would have been a nice colloquial one. Was there something else? I found this list in a data store at Mercy Mental. Oh my, this is unspeakable. Murder was not enough for this person? Selling patients as Bunraku slaves. Thank you for bringing this to me. I know you are still hot on the trail of your friend's killer. I will contact some runners to liberate these poor souls from the buyer's list. In this list. You've done much good here. Okay. Let me know if I can do anything else. I think at this point, Gaz is sort of beyond doing things purely for money. At least the main quest stuff. I guess we'll talk to Mr. Clue. For whatever. Got any good intel? Get the feeling you're the one carrying the intel these days. Word around here is that you were closing in on the Ripper when you last left. Dare I ask how it went? You won't be a problem anymore. I hope that means what I think it means. And yet your shoulders are no more relaxed, and you still survey the room like a man who has yet to return from war. This isn't over, is it? Not quite. A few loose ends to tie up. I was hoping this would soon be all behind us. The Barrens has a short memory, but for wounds such as these, it makes an exception. To see this prolonged, I fear for how it may change forever the landscape. Gangs have already started to take advantage of the chaos left in the Ripper's wake. Blah, blah, blah. Sooner or later, even the Union could be threatened. It would take an army, Mr. Clue. Maybe a couple. Take care. Let's go outfit myself. Maybe she has some upgraded stuff. Welcome back, Gaz. Still all in one piece, I see. More's the pity for me, but I'll still take your money. Okay. I need to see cyberware. Nope, still only wired reflexes. Well, that's okay. It's just really all expensive stuff anyway. Algernon, don't really need to talk to him. I think I'm wearing the best I can wear for my class. Yeah, I don't think it gets much better. What about weaponry? Weaponry. Now let's see. How do I get a linked weapon? Because I've got the cyberware. I wonder if there is a cyberware for that. Because I've seen other Shadowrunners with it. It'd be very useful to have some linked weapons so that they could shoot more accurately. Need some new gear. I've still got the best I can get right now. I should be saving up for... This is still level 2 programming. Okay, so nothing here. I should be... I have been, actually. No, I haven't. I've got 10 karma to spend. Okay, here we go. Let's open that up to 6, and I don't have enough for that. It's gonna take me quite a bit to get this next Excalibur thing. So maybe I should just hang on to what I've got. It could go ranged combat. Overwatch? Ah, that's why I don't have Overwatch yet. There, now I do. And I think we're done here. And now need to go to the funeral. Of course, it's not as simple as that, so instead, just end the video once we get there. Family debts. The sun has nearly set when you reach Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament. Its cemetery, dilapidated and overgrown, sits atop a small hill on the outskirts of the city, a somber enclave of the dead overlooking the sprawl of the living. The Seattle rain continues unabated, and lightning appears over the mountains, exposing the landscape in staccato pulses of stark flashes. You walk the gravel path to the gates of the cemetery. Up ahead you see Coyote and Jake standing by the gravesite alongside Jessica Watts and another mourner, a beautiful elven woman in a six-figure outfit. Whatever Dr. Holmes was up to at Mercy Mental Hospital, the answers lie here, with the reinterred body of Melinda Watts, the recent deceased body of Sam Watts, and with those attending them at this ceremony. I think I've got all the stuff I want. I should still find something. Maybe I should get a pistol. Although I don't have anything in pistols, but anyway. So, we'll end it here. I'll see you next time.